Yo, what's happening, world? It's your boy, Mighty Boy the Goat. I'm here with one Drop Top J Lock, and we are the Power Play Podcast. Here at your ass again with episode 2. You know what I'm
Number
saying? Last
2,
week we hit
bitch.
y'all with episode 1. We really do appreciate all the love that y'all poured into us, man, on the episode, man, and we're going to keep it going for y'all. But before we get going, I want y'all to stop what you're doing. When you click on this video, please give us a like, please give us a share, please give us a subscribe, ring that bell.
Ring that
And if you're feeling
motherfucking bell.
froggy, give us a comment, man. Let us know how you
Comment
feeling
on
out
this
there, man.
motherfucker
You
too.
know what I'm saying? We definitely here, man. How you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
You know, highly favored, highly blessed. You know, man, God is good. Thanks for waking the family and friends up, man. What about
What's up?
yourself, brother?
Same, man. Same, man. I'm blessed to be here. You know what I'm saying? We still going. We still doing it. Episode number 2. And we're going to rock right into the NFL, man, because there's been a lot of movement, a lot of
It
things
definitely
going
been.
on, man. A lot of things going on. We want to start with your boy from your division. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because you're a
know
Miami
it.
Dolphins fan. So we're going to start with your division, man. Your boy Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills.
Man,
Signed a 6-year, $330 million contract with $250 million guaranteed. That is the biggest NFL contract in NFL history, brother. Most guaranteed money, I should say, in NFL history. How you
man,
feel to be seeing that boy for 6 more years in your division?
man, first of all, congrats to that boy. Hey,
Most
holla at Power Play Podcast, because we do need a sponsor. So
Let's do
we're
all that
go
money out
ahead,
there,
holla at
man.
us.
Send
You
us
big
something.
money now. And send something, man. Send some in the
Most def.
mail, man. Cash
Most
up,
def.
all that. We take it all.
Most
But
def.
most importantly, man, well deserved. Since he got in the league, he definitely been, you know, a top quarterback. He's been, you know, a winning quarterback. He really don't, you know, lose too much. He only really, you know, take them L's in the playoffs. He haven't got over that hump. I think it's well deserved. I think he's going to hit the second gear once they give him pieces around him. Which we see, you know, they added to the defense. But they definitely need some more pieces on the offense. But it's definitely well deserved. From start to finish, we see how he put together a winning season in the regular season, but
Yes.
the playoffs they kind of struggle a little bit. And they should have won, you know, this playoff game when they played the Chiefs, but you know, things happen. But it's definitely well deserved. Definitely well deserved. Congrats to him. What about you, bro?
Same thing, man. Congrats to him. You know, that's definitely a testament to the organization and them believing in him and kind of putting the organization on his back. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna build a team around him. You know, you just need the pieces. You need the weapons.
Definitely.
Offensively, they have a lot to build with because, like I say, they have a good running back in James Cook. They have some young receivers out there. With the signing of Joey Bosa on the defense end, they got rid of Von Miller. You know what I'm saying? They let Von Miller go, but they brought Joey Bosa in. So
got a younger dude.
That definitely you know, enhances that defense. So I mean, I like it for him, man. That's a big contract, brother. You know, congratulations. In that conference, that solidifies your spot. You will be who you are. My only thing is,
I don't want to
come
see
to them
that
playoffs and that boy over there in that Kansas City Chief helmet, man, you gotta figure out a way to get over that hump, man. And Lamar ain't too far behind you either, so it's gonna be competitive. So you know, buckle up, you know what I'm saying, and be ready to ride. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations on the contract.
I like him to get one within those 6 years. I like him and I think him and Lamar can get at least one of those 6 years. Also, you still got, you know, your boy at Cincinnati. I think all 3 of them boys can at least get one,
bro.
But you know, like you said, Patrick Mahomes, man, he's just that dude, bro. But it's definitely gonna be tough. They get him some weapons, he definitely can do it. But I don't want to see this dude, man. This man been kicking our ass every game, man. I'm a real true Dolphin fan. I hate that man, bro. But congrats to him.
Congrats, man. Listen, Miami, man, y'all should have grabbed him.
Man, should have did something, bro.
So we're gonna move on to another, you know, decent contract to a guy that, you know, we mentioned on last episode. He was a free agent, and I would say about 30 minutes after we taped and filmed and dropped, Buddy was signed. And that's one Devontae Adams, man. He signed a 2-year, $46 million deal with $26 million guaranteed to the Los Angeles Rams, my brother. The Rams.
Like that.
Did you see that coming? How do you feel about that signing?
I necessarily didn't think the Rams was in the picture, but I also do like the signing. I said he needed to go to, you know, a win now, ready now team to compete.
Yes.
that, needed another receiver. And I don't know why I didn't think about the Rams, but they got a quarterback. They got Puka. Puka is straight. They got Williams in the running back. They definitely need a secondary running back to be go hand in hand with Williams. But Matt Stafford definitely can get it done. We seen him get it done when he first got to the Rams.
Yes.
Definitely. Now he got Devontae Adams on the other side of Puka. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
So now you can't double stick Puka and you can't double stick Adams. And I still, like I said before on the first podcast, I still think Adams got some good years, 2 or 3 good years in him to return to a 1,000-yard receiver.
Most definitely.
And with Stafford back there, I think him and Puka both gonna get 1,000 yards this season. With Williams touching over 1,000 yards, we know Matthew Stafford throw over 35 to 4,000 yards every season. So I definitely think Matthew Stafford gonna be a top 10 quarterback this year, as far as like yardage with the 2 receivers he got. And we seen it. They've been adding little pieces here and there. They fix up the defense a little bit, get some more line to protect Matthew Stafford. They should be straight. They should be definitely in the playoffs this year.
Most def. Man, listen, I like it. I definitely didn't expect it. Again, you look for, when you a signee like that, looking to come to a team that's kind of built to win. They definitely were already in the playoffs. We know about the game that they had against Philly, and if it wasn't for old Saquon Barkley, Shayshawn.
Yeah, Shayshawn Barkley.
That big run on him. You know what I'm saying? We might have would have seen him, possibly go up against Washington and possibly go in the Super Bowl. We never know, you know what I'm saying? But the Rams are seen, they're a team that's always around, and they are overlooked because you look at their genetic makeup and you say, okay, well, Matthew Stafford, he is good, but he is inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we don't know what we're going to get out of him. You looked at a receiving core, you said, okay, Puka Nacua, he's one of the ones. But at the same time, Cooper Kupp, we looking at Cooper Kupp and we saying, well, if he's healthy, we'll still have, a solid receiving core. So, no, we didn't expect for Devontae Adams to go to a team like that. But with them not really wanting to invest in Cooper Kupp, there's no better signee than Devontae Adams, bro.
Yeah, I like that pick.
And a lot of times when you get players like that, you see the team is just kind of forcing their hand and trying to, create some magic. But it seemed like they did their homework on Devontae Adams, and it seemed like they believe in Devontae Adams. You even got Puka, who gave him his number. So they trying to make him comfortable. They want to roll him in and make sure that he's comfortable. And one thing about Devontae, but he complaining a lot when he get places. He get somewhere where he comfortable.
He gonna ball.
So
definitely gonna ball.
Williams running that ball back there. You know what I'm saying? They can't stack the box because you can't double stick either one of those dudes. So you got to figure out something on defense. Williams is a great in between the runner. In between the tackle runner. He gonna get down through that, and he's a touchdown machine. As we've seen both seasons that he started, he done scored over double digits TDs.
Yeah.
Well, your receiving core, they big. They got a large catch radius. They can jump. So I like it, man. It's a great signing, man. It's a great signing.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? In other news, now, you know what I'm saying? One of the other free agents that signed 10 minutes after we dropped our pod last week is another guy, DK Metcalf, 5-year, $150 million with the Pittsburgh Steelers. How you feel about that?
I like it. I just got to see how it turn out. But we know both of them dogs. They gonna go get the ball. They got a sense of awareness for the ball. You put the ball around them. We seen it. They make big boy plays, big boy catches. Definitely got the speed. Definitely got the covers. Got the route running ability. So they definitely can make it happen, and it'll take some pressure off the running back. So it just putting together, make sure that quarterback be consistent, keep throwing it to them. Don't go away. And it's another duo that you just can't double stick. You can't. You ain't gonna be able to double stick them.
You can't.
Both of them just crazy out there.
Most definitely are great receivers. Definitely can make some real good catches. Especially Pickens that frees Pickens up. Now you can't double Pickens. DK Metcalf with his speed, with his size, that's definitely gonna be a problem for the cornerbacks. My only thing is, man, who they gonna throw these boys the ball?
I don't know who gonna throw the ball.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I have an issue with. And that O-line, we need to definitely get some run blocking up there. Y'all let go Najee Harris, so now we're gonna believe in James Warren, which I'm not opposed to that. I like Warren, but my thing is, who is going to throw that ball?
Yeah, I don't know who gonna throw the ball.
Y'all got to make sure that y'all complete y'all free agency with a subpar, above average quarterback that can get DK and George Pickens the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that it'll work out fine. Y'all are already a playoff team. I think with a quarterback that kind of solidify y'all. Y'all tighten up y'all defense with another guy that we mentioned in the last episode, Big Play Slade.
Yeah, big play Slade.
Darius Slade is a cornerback for the Steelers now. So the Steelers always got a great defense, but you know what I mean? That we got to definitely make sure that we solidify that quarterback position, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Some other moves that been made around the league, some honorable mentions is Sam Darnold. He's a Seattle Seahawk now. Justin Fields, he's a New York Jet. Daniel Jones, old Danny. You know Danny Dimes is the one that ran the 80-yard run and failed before he made it to the team.
Yeah, before he got to
old Danny.
Oh,
Daniel
Danny.
Jones is in Indianapolis.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. We got Aaron Jones. He re-signed to the Vikings. We got Najee Harris. I mentioned earlier. He's in the Chargers now, which I think that's a good pickup for them.
Yeah.
We'll see how that work out. Javonte Williams from Denver. He leaves Denver and he goes to the Dallas Cowboys. So, Cooper Kupp, who we talked about the Seattle. We talked about the Rams earlier. He leaves the Rams and goes to Seattle. So
back home.
That's a good pickup with him.
He wanted to go home.
He teams up with Sam Darnold, and we'll see if we can make some magic over there. DeAndre Hopkins, man, old Nuke.
Yeah.
He's with Baltimore Ravens, man. So that leaves the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and DeAndre Hopkins, man. With Zay Flowers out there. So that should be a good move over there.
I like that move.
Mack, yeah, most definitely. Khalil Mack is with the Chargers. So that's a good defensive pickup. I think he'll do good with them. And then also DeMarcus Lawrence from the Dallas Cowboys. He decides he's going to go on down to old Seattle. So he's a Seahawk as well. Now, why that is significant? Why do we bring up DeMarcus Lawrence? And we're going to stop and halt at DeMarcus Lawrence because, it was a little friction in the air with this signing right here, man. DeMarcus, immediately after he signed, he puts a statement out and he says, Dallas is my home. My family lives there, but I know for sure I was not going to win a ring here. Well, that didn't sit well with old Micah Parsons. From Dallas. Micah is known for speaking his opinion in the media, man. He come out and he'll say exactly what's on his mind.
Yeah.
Micah felt like what DeMarcus said was some, in his words, paraphrase, clown shit. You know what I'm saying? So, DeMarcus responded to that, man. And Lord DeMarcus basically said, man, and I'm just kind of, I'm misquoting, but I'm pretty spot on.
Yeah.
He just basically told him, hey, man, if you spent less time tweeting and more time winning, I would have stayed.
Shit, less time podcasting too.
You feel me? So how do you feel, man? What is this? Is this Dallas beef? We're gonna call it Dallas beef. Is this Dallas beef valid, man? Who's right? Who's wrong? What you feel in this?
Honestly, I mean, to me, it's no right or wrong. Honestly, I can't fault Lawrence. He want to win. He wants something better. He wants something different. Being at Dallas for a while, y'all can't get over the hump. Y'all ain't making it out of the first round.
Right.
And shoot, barely sometimes making it to the playoffs. So that definitely, you young, you trying to, accomplish a lot in this game, and nobody got time to be stuck. I always tell people, you don't want to be stuck, and you never want to settle. And that's right. One of those moments. He ain't trying to settle. He want to be great. He wants the most he can get out of his career. But on the other hand, where you felt that you built this team, you built this movement, you built this culture with certain people, and you built it from the ground up. You kind of want to stick it out, see it through. So that where Parsons coming from. Like, man, we've been here, we've been building, we've been, making the changes that need to be changed. Right. But we need to stick it out. We shouldn't be just quick to jump ship when we feel like things are a little rocky here and there. We feel like we can make it happen. So it's really no right or wrong, because I've been on both sides of those totem poles, been on both sides of those situations. But at the same time, it is what it is, man. You got to do what's best for you at the end of the day. So if you feel like, man, being at that one spot and it ain't working, and it's time for me to move on, sometimes you got to leave your exit to prosper in life. But if you feel like, man, I don't want to, go to the other side, because the other side, the grass ain't always greener, I might want to just stick with my main thing and keep my main thing. Do what's best for you. So it is what it is. Just do what's best for you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, for me, man, I agree with you 100%. I think that, you definitely weigh your pros and cons when you're dealing with trying to chase a ring. And you at a team that has the potential, but they just can't get over the hump. My only thing is that with Michael, I wouldn't be so quick to say something, my brother, because down the road here shortly, you may be in the same situation where you find yourself, your team that you've been loyal to, but they just can't get over the hump and get you what you deserve and what you've been playing your whole life for, and that's a ring. Now, granted, I understand Michael's frustration. You build a bond with a person goes in the media immediately after they leave, have something negative to say. I feel like, your response to that was a bit, it was a bit tender, Michael. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit tender.
Definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Focus on getting dubs. Focus on who's there in your locker room. Focus on how you going to make your team better. You are a voice. You are a leader. And the last thing I would want to see is my leader going back and forth with somebody who ain't even on the team no more, my brother. Give me the attention. Show me what time it is. Show me how we can get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think the issue is that Michael doesn't even know how to get to that next level himself, dealing with that an old Jerry Jones over there.
I don't think so either.
Shout out to DeMarcus Lawrence, speaking your mind, standing on business, moving around, you know what I'm saying, going and trying to chase what you love. And Michael, man, the only way that you can prove him wrong, brother, is you and old Dallas put together a string of wins and get a chip. That's the only way. Other than that, what you saying, you may reverse that clown shit that you feel he on. That may be what you want. You know what I mean?
So that's and that's the thing. Like, I don't know how I feel, because it's like you saying this about Lawrence, but it was multiple people that left Dallas and went to different teams. So why are you taking it so hard at Lawrence? Is it because he tweeted about it? Or is it because you had a closer relationship about it? Or is it because he played defense with you? Because
probably.
You had the running back that left. You had a few pieces that left. And you did not mention none of them. You ain't called none of them no clown ass niggas, and you ain't say nothing to them. But since that Lawrence, they mainstream Lawrence conversation and his tweets on ESPN and YouTube and all these different platforms, now you feel like you had to speak on it. Right. So I mean, you can't be no hypocrite. If you gonna call him out about going to a different team, you gotta call those other players out too. So you gotta stand on that, man. Stop picking and choosing. Stop picking and choosing.
But I think what would merit a tender response like that would definitely be that they had a relationship beyond just defensive teammates. You know what I'm saying? The boys probably had some conversations where they felt they would how to improve the team and how to get the team better. But then I think, maybe after careful thought and planning, bruh probably felt like Seattle would probably be the best move for him at the time, just to get him freed up from Dallas, and then ultimately maybe moving on to something even bigger and better than that. So salute to both of them boys, man, for being in the NFL, for being elite players, man. Hopefully y'all can get that y'all differences figured out, man, and continue to be homeboys. But DeMarcus keep stepping. And Michael, man, stop being tender, nigga.
Let me get your take on something. Something just came to mind. You mentioned to me, Daniel Jones, right? Daniel Jones goes from the Giants to the Colts.
Yes.
They had Anthony Richardson, right?
Yeah.
So how would you feel if you Anthony Richardson and they traded for a quarterback, and you seeing these narratives and you seeing these things on social media like Daniel Jones is their guy. They don't want you, and they trying to shop you. So my question is to you, what is next for Anthony Richardson? How do he bounce back from this? Like, do he have a future in the NFL? So what is next for Anthony Richardson in your take?
If I'm Anthony Richardson, I wouldn't be too surprised by them picking up Daniel Jones, based on how the season went last year with the in-season benching and taking him out of the starting position, putting him back in. I honestly feel like if I'm him, Richardson, I would definitely take a look in the mirror, man. It's time for me to X out everything else going on around me and focus on solely football, because I got a hell of an arm. I can throw the ball, I can get the ball where it need to go, and I can run this thing.
Yes,
this is my team. They drafted me for a reason. let me step into that. And again, you know what I'm saying, his first year, he got injured, so he wasn't able to, you know what I'm saying, complete the year. He had a lot of hype around him coming into this season. Didn't really fulfill it, you know what I'm saying, with him walking off the field and doing different things like that. It just kind of put a bad taste in the mouth of fans, and also just throughout the league in general. Yeah. So I think the franchise is challenging him. I think they're saying, you know what, Daniel Jones is a starting QB, proven starting QB, so to speak. I don't know what he done proved, but proven starting QB. So, you know, we're gonna bring him here and we're gonna give you a little competition. You know what I mean? So I think Richardson, you just gotta step up, man. You know what I'm saying? For the Gator, you know, do your thing, baby. We here. And solidify and take your spot. That's your spot. So that would be my mindset going into that. You know what I'm saying? I would be more looking forward to the competition and showing and proving that I am the guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, how do you feel? What do you think?
Definitely, man. Definitely try to cut out all those distractions, because, bro, you do gotta you can run the ball. We seen it effectively. You won games simply by just running that ball. It's games where you only threw like 80 yards, but you had like 125, 150 yards on the floor, and you scoring
3 TDs.
Like 3 TDs. So it's like, bro, you can put it together. You got a running back. You know, you got some pieces around you, some receivers. You just have to lock in, focus, take care of that body, knowing when to detail. You see Lamar used to, you know, shake and bake or whatever, but Lamar ain't going out there taking those crazy hits. He slide to the ground, he running out of bounds. You can't have that skill like Lamar, but have the IQ of Tua. Tua out there going and getting hurt, just throwing yourself in danger zone. Man, you got the skill, man. You got to use your IQ. You got to know when to, you know, throw it away. You know, you got to know when to run out of bounds. You got to know when to, you know, run the ball if things getting tight in the backfield. So you just got to, you know, block out all the distractions. Let them know this is your team. Let Daniel Jones know, you know, ride that pound, because you're not coming here and I'm going to sit behind you. Like, I'm the one that's going to get this team over the hump.
Right. So I think that definitely need to be his mentality. Send a big boy. And I think a lot of times when you have a quarterback that's big like that, man, you know, they tend to not shy away from contact. So I think that he definitely need to take your advice on that, man, and just kind of preserve your body, man, and look for different ways to get downfield. Daniel Jones, I think for the franchise, the organization of the Colts, I think he fits what they're trying to do offensively, because he can run as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen him fall when he runs. But
we definitely
he can run as well. And you know what I'm saying? Boy, that shit was crazy. Boy, 80 yards. Listen, Daniel Jones. How your ass got down?
Goddamn shot the fool, man.
I don't mean to go with the pass, my brother. But you break out. It ain't nobody but you and the good Lord in front of you. You get to the goddamn 15 and you trip, fall, and bust your ass. Ain't nobody tackle you or touch you, brother. You don't score. I just want to know, how does that happen? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what kind of footwork drills did you miss out on?
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? Did you run out of gas? Did the helmet blow? I don't know. But anyway.
I think the alternator blow.
That alternator went out. But that's what. But anyway, you know, it just, he fits what they're trying to do. Yeah. So I think that's why they brought him in. I think it's all healthy competition, and I think it goes from there, man. So shout out to them boys over there. Shout out to Richardson, man. Hey, listen, take your spot, brother. Man. It's all you.
It's all yours, man.
Speaking of a little bit of quarterback, you know what I'm saying, competition, you know what I'm saying, we got a few newcomers coming to the league, man, that's coming to the draft, brother. You know what I'm saying? We got old Cam Ward, you know what I'm saying? We got old Shador Sanders. And you know, it's been, you know, heavy comparisons of the two. They both coming into the league. They both, I feel, can have an impact in the league. But
yeah, definitely.
Man, if you were starting a franchise, who are you taking first for quarterback? Cam or Shador?
Off of, you know, just throwing balls off the skill, just roll out skill. Like, just, you know, I'm definitely taking, it would be Cam Ward for me. Looking at it, Cam Ward, he definitely got an arm. He can, you know, he could be a pocket passer. He can scramble. But when it comes down to them two, for me, it's definitely the IQ. I seen games where Shador, he definitely looks like, you know, all-star, getting the ball to the right people, throwing 400, 500 yards a game. 5 touchdowns. But in those games, he'll have 2 picks, about 6, 7 sacks, not moving his feet, not throwing the ball away when it need to be thrown away.
Right.
He lacks the IQ for me. With Cam Ward, you don't get too many of those mistakes where he just constantly taking sack after sack after sack. It's been games where I seen Shador take 3, 4 sacks in a row, and Cam Ward ain't going out like that. He gonna throw the ball away. He's gonna, fight for the extra yardage. He's gonna move his feet when need to be moved. And he also he gonna manage the game. He's a game manager. Right. Where Shador is definitely, he's trying to run the score up. He's definitely trying to showboat. He's definitely trying to put on for the fans, which is good and all. But if you come into the NFL and I'm trying to build a championship team and I need my franchise quarterback, it's definitely gonna be Cam Ward, because I just see him in action. He know how to manage the game, and if you look at it, all those game changers are game managers,
right?
And they gonna get the job done. They not gonna go out and just keep airing it out, taking these costly sacks and forcing the ball between tight coverage. We see it with the Patrick Mahomes. Right. And he get the ball back 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. It don't matter if he down 7-3, 16. It don't matter. He's gonna find a way to win that game. And Joe Burrow, he's a game manager. He's going to go out there and give you 400-500 yards, but when it comes down to it, that fourth quarter, the boys managing the game. They gonna find a way to make sure their team win. But it's just for me, between those two, it's the IQ. I think if Shador get with a team with a great system, with great weapons, he'll have a heck of a career. But if they both go into a team where they on the rebuild and they got to make something out of nothing, I think Cam Ward is the guy, because he's not gonna put himself in harm's way. That's again with the IQ and taking the costly sacks and arguing when we know those gonna get us those penalties and costly penalties. He's not gonna do all that. So I'm taking Cam Ward. He's my pick if I'm trying to start a franchise. Okay. What about you?
For sure. So for me, I would definitely have to agree with you. I'm gonna take Cam Ward. I'm gonna read out these stats. I got Cam Ward at 4,313 passing yards, 39 TDs, seven INTs, 4 rushing TDs. You know what I'm saying? On 204 yards. Shador, 4,134 yards passing, 37 TDs, and he's got 10 INTs, and also 4 rushing TDs. So the numbers are similar. If I have to go to the play styles, I think that Shador, I definitely see IQ. He can definitely read coverage as well. But when it comes to certain decision making, that's where he lacks at. I think that the decision making, that sometimes he get a little over antsy in the pocket. Whether choosing which read to throw to or just to kind of get out of harm's way. I think that kind of confuses him a little bit, and that's why he receives the sacks that he does. I think that he has great leadership, and I think that comes natural with a daddy like Dion, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be inspired to be a leader. So I think Cam Ward, I think he's the more polished quarterback out of the two. I think when you check off all the boxes, Shador may have a slight bit more arm power than Cam, but I don't think you will be able to tell. I think that Cam has, he can make the reads, get through the progressions, he can run. I see a better quarterback in Cam right now than I do Shador. Doesn't mean that Shador can't get in the league and get better, and it doesn't mean that Cam can't go to the league and do worse. Yeah, I just feel like Cam at this moment, if I'm drafting, I'm gonna go for Cam. Also, too, I would have an issue with Shador only being coached by his dad, man. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? Coming to my franchise, I'm not going to have your dad as my coach. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to come here and listen to the likes of someone else. You know what I'm saying? Old Mike Tomlin or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But you're going to have to listen to somebody other than your dad. How do you respond to that? Do you come into the league with an arrogance that is, I'm only going to be here and I'm already made and I'm already the guy because of my dad? Or do I have to deal with the prima donna-ness, if that's a word, and the drama, you know what I'm saying, of you and you being in the limelight of prime time. You know what I'm saying? Because prime time Deion Sanders is one guy. You're Shedeur Sanders. So you got to make your mark in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on that. I feel like, they both good quarterbacks, but if I had to take one, I'm definitely going to take Cam. For sure.
I'm gonna piggyback off of what you just said. Definitely he definitely only had his dad for his whole career, far as a coach. But I to say, he going to the NFL, can he be coached by another coach? And a lot of people were saying that, Deion might end up, transitioning to the NFL to be a coach.
Right.
But I think this is where he's going to surprise people. I think he's going to come in. He's going to, he's going to be humble. He's going to listen, because he knows dad is not here. So, ain't no special treatment. I got to work.
Right.
And, they live up to the standard, a high standard, far as, having that Sanders last name. They not coming, to fail, to play around. So I'm pretty sure Deion instilled those qualities in him. You go in, you represent this family last name. You're a representation of me when I'm not around and when I'm around. So I think he definitely gonna be able to go in and adjust, because he know at the end of the day, I gotta maintain this standard, and I don't want to go down and say I wasn't the best representation of the Sanders standard. So I think he can do it. And also, just a stat I want to throw out here: Shedeur was sacked 42 times this season, while Cam was sacked half of that, 22 times this season. Okay. So it's just those costly, it's just those costly sacks where, the most Cam been sacked in a game was 4, when Shedeur got games he been sacked at least 6 times. So, going
through progressions, picking a progression early, getting the ball out of your hand, and or moving the feet and getting out of harm's way.
Yeah,
I mean, it just seems like Cam can evaluate that better than Shedeur at this point.
Yeah.
But man, listen, I'm rocking with both candidates. I wish both of them well. Deion is a hometown boy, 239 Fort Myers, Florida. So his son, but he ain't from the city, but you know what I'm saying? He of the city, so
he
rocking with old boy. You feel what I'm saying? So we hoping a prosperous career for both of y'all boys, man.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I'm keeping Cam out here first. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Brother, what's going on in basketball, man? What we got going on in the NBA?
So, man, things are getting tight, man. As far as the 2 through the 8 spot on pretty much on both ends. Honestly, I mean, West, we know OKC is killing it. The East, the Cavs is killing it. Cavs is actually the number 1 team because they got the best record out of the whole NBA, which they got 1 game on top of OKC.
Yeah.
So things are definitely getting tight. For the Lakers, they didn't drop that because both LeBron and Luka haven't been playing. LeBron been out for a couple of games now. Luka, I think, missed 1 game. So they dropped from 2 to 3, and then from 3 to the 5. With the Warriors on their trail. The Warriors is definitely like right behind them. 1 game. So it's definitely getting tight, man. NBA definitely, like I said, if y'all want to see some great basketball, the time is to watch now. Yeah, everybody is really playing. Shoot, the Wizards just beat the Nuggets last night. Like, I'm talking about to the wire with Jordan Poole hitting the game-winning 3. Like, so it's great basketball are being played right now. So definitely need to tune in.
Tune in.
But let's talk about this MVP toss, this MVP race. So for the top 5 in the MVP race, we got Joker at number 1.
Okay.
We got Shea at number 2.
Okay.
Giannis at number 3.
All right.
JT at number 4. And Donovan Mitchell at number 5. So, and honorable mentions, number 6 is Steph Curry. 7 is LeBron. 8, Jalen Brunson. 9 is Evan Mobley. And so on and so forth.
Right.
But let's talk about the top 2 because it's it's no comparison. And I'm gonna mention Giannis because he averaging 30 points, 30 and 12. You know,
right.
But Shea and Joker, bro, we gotta talk about it. And they've been bouncing from 1-2, 2-1, 1-2 over the past couple of weeks. You know, and Giannis still trying to creep in, but right now it's only Shea and Joker.
Yes.
So right now, between Shea and Joker, who is your MVP?
Man, bro, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I'm gonna actually shout out old Steph and LeBron for being in the mentions at the age that they are. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna give me a little more time to think about this, brother.
I feel that.
No, man. This is a tough one, bro. Okay. If I had to pick one today, I'm gonna go with old Joe. Bro, to average 29, 12, and 10, bro, as a big, to be in some of the top rankings of defense, bro. Be doing it how you doing it. You know what I'm saying? I can't overlook that. But Shea is playing some amazing basketball, bro. Shea in that PG position is raising hell. They cannot stop this dude.
They cannot.
Anywhere he go, he's a problem. He's a threat. You want to double guard him, he has a bag for that. You want to single guard him, he gonna kill you on that. I mean, you want to run 2-3 zone, he breaking that. You want to run whatever you want to run. Buddy is on y'all ass in the league right now. But I gotta look at Joker and say, have we ever seen a big do what Buddy doing with the averaging the double 29, 12, and 10?
No.
So I'm gonna go with Joker, bro. But I'm gonna ask you how you feel.
So for me, and it's you know, that for them is having an unbelievable season. And to average a triple-double, that is amazing. And he having career highs. You know, it went up a little bit in his point in career. He went up a little bit in assists in career. Rebounds around the same, but he's definitely having a career high moment. But I'm gonna have to go Shea, bro. The reason why I'm saying Shea, look at his team, bro. He been playing with, you know, a whole bunch of young guys, and it's no knock to Williams. It's no knock to Isaiah. None of those fellas over there. But Isaiah been hurt. Most of his team been hurt. Besides you know, Williams and you know, a couple of other players over there. But he's averaging 33, you know, and he's just carrying the team. But Junko, on the other hand, he got Michael Porter Jr. He got Aaron Gordon, you know, and you can't forget about, you know, he got some dogs over there. The PG, a dog, man, you know what I'm saying, always hitting game winners, but he's playing with all-star caliber players already. So it kind of, I feel like it kind of make it easier for him compared to Shea. On the other hand, he got young people that still, you know, coming into their own players. And Williams an all-star. Don't get me wrong, Williams, he definitely, you know, this year he became an all-star, but you still got to think about it. Joker got more weapons that people are worried about, you know. But when it comes to OKC, I feel like a lot of people downplay OKC because they just a really good defensive team, and we only got to worry about Shea, and which is true. You worried about Shea, but Shea still shredding everybody. Double teams, you know, triple teams, 2-3, 3-2, you know, 1-3-1, whatever you go and try to play on him, he just figuring it out. And I knew it was crazy. The other day I seen him hit a 3. They passed him the ball, bro. He pivot, spit around on that pivot with one foot in the air, and hashed it in Buddy face. Like, so it's like, how you gonna compare to that? And he knew he was nice because he running behind, shaking his head like, boy, I'm on his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, bro. So for me, it's just Shea just doing it. It's just what he has to endure with the team that he got, you know. But don't get me wrong, Joker, he that nigga, because it's still I think it's still hard averaging that number, those stats with all-stars on your team, because everybody want to touch the ball, everybody wants some shine, but I'm still averaging 29, 10, and 12. Like, come on, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and his 10 assists are valid because he be sharing that ball. He be flying over me, and it ain't just like he getting rebounding and shooting it back out. Buddy actually be definitely looking people down, looking them off, passing it the other way. Like, Buddy really is what his stats say he is. But I wanted to ask you how you feel. Okay, so with Shea, we know that the team it's all Shea, and then it's top off, and then it's the rest. Is that because of how much Shea has the ball that we haven't seen an uptick or a solid all-star superstar other than him? Or is it just that them boys is just that much under the talent level of Shea? You know what I'm saying? Because Shea is the controller of the ball. Shea got that ball in his hand. Shea going to take the majority of the shots. It's all about Shea. So, you know what I'm saying? How you feel on that? What you think?
I'm going to record to say that's just the talent, you know, is a drop off from talent. Besides Williams, he's the only one, you know, because he's averaging like 18, 19 points, something like that. But that's still a big dip, you know, from 33 to like 20 points. It's still a big dip. It's just it's talent wise, and they are great at defense. All of them play hell of a defense, but when it comes to that offense, the offense side of it, it's not much there. They lacking, but they know how to make it up because they're not letting too many people stir a lot of points with their tremendous defense. But as far as like Shea, he's keeping them over that hump because if I'm stopping you guys from putting up y'all normal 110 points, 90 points, or whatever the points average, and y'all only get 85, 90 on us, and we got somebody averaging 33 fucking points, and the rest of us got to put up 15 to 20 points. That's why we number one, because our defense is stopping them. So I do think it lacks the talent wise, but it's just they play really good defense, and Shea, you know, he has to make everything happen.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Shea. Shout out to the Joker, man. Shout out to the other boys in the runnings too.
Definitely.
You know, one of my favorite players is Donovan Mitchell.
Definitely.
Brother. Yeah.
And JT, my favorite. Yeah. So
the MVP ain't this year. The way the boy balling, you doing your thing over there in Cleveland, you hold it down, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still chanting your name either when people be telling me that you be blowing their parlays, my brother. But I still stand with you. But
definitely be blowing,
MVP might not be your race this year, because boy, Joker and Gildress is on your ass.
Yeah, boy, they on your ass, boy.
Well, salute to all them boys. Salute to all them boys, man. So let's move on to a topic that's out in the world right now, man. From another respected podcast, very globally respected podcast, the Pivot Podcast. They recently
shout out to the Pivot.
Shout out to the Pivot, man. They recently had a guest, one Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's an actor. I would consider him a A-list actor. You know what I'm saying? Heavy B, A-list. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's in a lot of different various movies.
Definitely.
You know, and in their conversation, he made a comment, and the comment, you know, that he made was, you know, we're lying to our kids. You know what I'm saying? Success is given, it's not earned. How do you feel about that comment in context? What do you agree with that notion, or how do you feel?
Honestly, after watching that podcast, because I watched that whole thing and I caught that, and I had to sit back and think, because you know we've been, you know, told that our whole life, you know, things are earned. You know, things are earned. You go to school and get good grades. You know, get into a good college. You know, get a successful job. If you go get that degree, and all these things are earned. You work the hardest. You know, you're gonna be an admin. You work the hardest. You work the hardest. You're gonna earn your spot on the roster. You're gonna earn your spot in history. Just pretty much, you're gonna earn everything. But sitting there and just, you know, thinking about it, he's right. You know, I feel like he's right, because I've been in those shoes where it's like, man, I've been busting my behind at all these jobs. I've been busting my behind at all these things. And if a person want to give it to you, they're going to give it to you. If they don't want to give it to you, they're not going to give it to you. Because I seen it live in action where I've been busting my behind at these jobs, and everybody taking a shortcut, or they leaving early. I'm staying there to, you know, the next shift, making sure things are ready for the next shift, making sure things are taken care of, making sure the place is clean. All my coworkers left me. All of them leaving home early, you know, taking breaks, always calling out, and they got promoted before me, you know?
Right.
And we all went for the same position, and they got promoted before me, but I'm still the one putting in that extra work 10 times harder, you know?
Right.
And it took for another individual to come around and notice me and was like, how are you still in the level that you at? But I see you put the work in.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for him giving me the opportunity, I still probably would have been at the bottom of the totem pole. So I definitely, in a sense, a little bit think, all right, you can earn it, but if they don't want to give it to you, they ain't gonna give it to you. If they want to give it to you, they gonna give it to you. So I definitely felt where he was coming from, and I never thought about it until he mentioned it. But definitely, I agree with that. It's definitely, success is definitely given.
Most def. I agree. I agree with it, and I can see the other side of it as well. I'm kind of on the fence with both answers. Swinging
definitely.
both ways, because me personally, I'm a firm believer in you work hard. You know what I'm saying? You earn your keep. You definitely want to be able to excel past, you know what I'm saying, the next man when it comes to you know, just in generally, you know, grinding and earning your keep. Also too, the world is based on not necessarily what you know, but who you know.
Definitely.
So those resources can definitely put you in position to be in a higher ranking than, you know, what you actually deserve to be in. But that's not necessarily always good. You want to be ready to be in the position to produce what you need to produce. So if you're not ready and somebody catapults you into a position, it might not always be the best method for the service and what you're gonna render to the world. So I would say I guess I would have to disagree with the comment that he made. It's definitely a valid point. And in certain situations, and I think the context of what he was basically saying in is that, you know, as a talented actor, he's seen people bust their ass. He's seen people, you know, rehearse and do different things, and then he's seen maybe somebody with, you know what I'm saying, a pretty face, or somebody that you knew somebody, or you know what I'm saying, that made or got the role over the harder working actors. That happens. Again, you know what I'm saying? It's more or less who you know in a lot of situations, but I think hard work will eventually pay off. It may be a longer stint. You may have someone who catapults to success above you, but if you continue to stay down and you continue to work hard, it will pay off, and your longevity might be longer than that person who got the handout.
Definitely both definitely it's you can see from both sides, and you definitely right. Like I said, I at one point, you know, it's definitely given, because if somebody want to give it to you, they'll give it to you. If they don't, they don't. But people notice your hard work and your dedication, they also you know, give it to you as well. But it's definitely some part of it. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So definitely. So it's both of them go, you know, it could go anyway, but it's crazy, man, to think about it.
That was a crazy
it was crazy,
though, man.
yeah.
I mean, we do tell our kids, man, like, you know, you need to work hard. And we don't tell them the other side of the coin. And I think that's more or less what he was saying, is that we not being 100% truthful and letting them know that there are instances that somebody may hand you something. You know what I'm saying? You build the relationships that, you know, somebody may give you an opportunity that you may not necessarily deserve in talent, but you deserve in resource. But I think that we do, or I know, at least I know me as a father and my family, I do let my kids know that, you know, you do have to be kind, courteous. You do have to make sure that you don't burn bridges, and you build relationships so that if that merits the situation and you come, you know, into contact with someone that can give you the resource to be in a better position, they don't mind doing so because of that. So I don't think it's a lie to children. I think it's just you want them to always work hard, to not just believe that somebody's going to walk up and hand them something. So
Definitely.
Most def, man, most def. So what's going on in the boxing world, man? What's
happening? Man.
I seen your boy, old Keith Thurman.
Shout out Keith Thurman, man. Florida native, man. Florida native, man.
Florida native after a 3rd round knockout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Brock Jarvis.
No,
but you know,
that was an impressive knockout. I enjoyed it.
Definitely an impressive knockout. Keith Thurman ain't been in the ring and God knows how long.
About 2-3 years.
It's been some years. So to see him come back, get a nice tune-up fight, man, you know, it was a good showing, man.
Now he want Errol Spence. He want to fight Errol Spence.
So he coming straight for Earl, huh?
He want to fight Earl. Yeah, he said he want to fight Earl Spence. So Earl ain't been in the ring in a little bit either.
Right.
He said he been training, but, you know, I think that'll be a good fight, man.
So
whoever wins that and come on top of that definitely should be a contender for a title. But I like that fight. I think that'll be a good fight.
Right. Do you think Earl needs a tune up as well?
I definitely
Or do
think
you think he
Earl
should
need a
jump right in the ring
tune-up.
with Keith?
I don't think he should just jump right in the ring with Keith
Keith look good.
because Keith do look good. Earl ain't been in the ring since he fought Crawford, and we know, and he ain't got to say it, but I think it took a mental toll on him because he ain't been in the ring and since that fight, and we already seen Crawford. They had 2 fights since then.
Right.
But I think he definitely need a tune up. Just get his feet back up under him, just to check his IQ, his ring appearance. So
Right.
he need a tune up. I don't think he should just get in the ring with Keith Thurman because Thurman look hella good.
He do.
Thurman
He
look
does.
hella good, boy.
He does, man. I definitely agree with that. Then you got your boy, one Edgar Beloga, the first round knockout, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the first round against Gonzaga, brother.
Man.
But the catch to that, before you go to catch to that, he knocks him out the first round, and then he gets in the press conference and he calls out Caleb Plant. He calls out Charlo. And he even went as far as to call out old Canelo again, as if he wants some more of that smoke. What you think about that, brother?
Man, I think Edgar Berlanga need another tune-up fight. Because the opponent he fought, and it is no knock on anybody, but it's just like he's not on your level. Far as that was his first fight in like a couple of years as well. He then fought 2 fights before that, but those was like years apart. And then before those 2 fights, he didn't fight since like 2014 because he did jail time. So it's like where you got that opponent from, and you didn't. It wasn't really like, I don't think it was really advertised that well because they knew the type of opponent. You fought at Orlando, so a small venue. So I think you need another tune-up fight. And you calling out Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant been wanting to fight you. He been calling you out. He's been calling you out since before your Canelo fight. And I don't know why y'all didn't make it happen, but
he was calling him out during that fight.
Yeah, during that fight too. And he bought your website and put his merch on it. And Edgar Berlanga website is Caleb Plant's website. He bought it and put his gear on it. So he's been, he's definitely been coming for you, and you haven't really responded. So I think you need another tune-up fight before you fight Caleb Plant, and you're not getting no Canelo fight. You can hang that up, buddy. You can just go ahead and fight one of the other people. Maybe go up a weight, maybe drop a weight, because Canelo only fighting Crawford and probably Bivol, and then that's it. Even though they gave him a 4-fight deal, I just don't see you in the cards. I don't think he will entertain fighting you again. He already knew whooped you in a dominating fashion, so we know it's definitely gonna be Crawford. It might be definitely he won't Bivol again. Maybe even might see David Benavidez as his 4th fight. And if some way he can pull that out, I think that'll be the greatest resume in history. Knocking off Bivol after you didn't already lost to Bivol. If he find a way to knock off Crawford, and then David Benavidez, like that'll be the greatest, one of the greatest resumes. But I think Edgar Berlanga, he just needs to get another tune-up. Definitely see what Caleb Plant talking about, fight him. You want to fight Charlo, but you calling out Charlo, the one with mental health. You fight the other brother, because we see he's still having some battles with mental health. And that's like kicking somebody when they down. Like, come on, man. So, or even challenge yourself. Go fight David Benavidez. Hey, he always up for the fight. Go fight Bivol. Go fight, man. Go fight Arthur. There's some people out there you can fight, but I feel like you definitely, try and kill a Plant, like, just because, he had lost the fight and then won his last fight, but Caleb Plant ain't no pushover, man. He ain't. So, you just, I just don't think he need to just jump out there and fight people, because that opponent, man, it was not a worthy opponent. So go ahead and fight somebody, get a tune up. Even you can even fight Jose Benavidez. That'll be a good fight. Before you fight Caleb Plant or somebody. So definitely get you another tune up, because just jumping out there, I don't think you're ready for that.
Most def, yeah, man. It definitely was a easy matchup for you. You definitely don't want that smoke with Canelo, man. You already see what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Charlo, he's not back yet. He's not ready yet. I would say if you're gonna go after anybody, go after Plant, because Plant been on your head, boy.
Yeah, he been wanting to fight you.
He been on you. So
he been definitely
see what that's hitting on. You know what I'm saying? That I think that'll be a good draw, and that's definitely a fight to watch.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So
definitely.
Yeah. So what's going on in old WWE, my brother?
All right. So I mean, there ain't much happening in WWE, but you know, your tribal chief had returned. You know, Roman Reigns came back and interfered in the steel cage match with Seth Rollins and CM Punk. He actually got Seth Rollins the dub because he came and pretty much grabbed him and took him out of the cage, and that's how he won. But he attacked both of them. Simple off the fact that, you know, Seth Rollins and him been beefing, and then when Seth Rollins tried to like take him out at the Royal Rumble, he came to get his get back. But he see his own last man in the ring with his best friend, you know, consoling him while he's whipping Seth Rollins' ass. He's like, man, that's my wise man. So he definitely attacked CM Punk. And, you know, it's going to be interesting, man. He attacked both of them, so we know CM Punk ain't just going to go down without a fight. And, you know, Seth Rollins and him got pressure. So, like I said, man, it's shaping up. It's looking like it's going to probably be a triple threat match at WrestleMania, bro, because I don't know how else you going to, you know, take this storyline, but we definitely going to tune in and see what happens in the near future. Definitely Monday. They definitely coming back Monday. So, and they said Roman Reigns is going to be on SmackDown the upcoming Friday as well. So we'll see what's being said. We're going to see if them boys going to pop out and try to get back. But as of right now, Roman, his gangster points went up 10,000. 10,000, dog.
Definitely, man. We might see that favor come out. We never know. That triple threat match.
We still don't know what that favor is, yo.
And Seth Rollins, man, Paul Heyman, you got to pick a side, brother. What we gonna
pick a side, bro?
What we gonna do? You look a
little. Gotta pick a side.
You look a little friendly in there. You know what I'm saying?
Look a little friendly, man. Hanging with the ops.
Yeah, definitely. So, you know what I mean? What else we got going on?
Man, I've been seeing stuff on social media. First, and we still on WWE, but first, let's talk about your dream match, man. I'm seeing people saying that they have dream matches they want to see in a lifetime, but you know, it just didn't happen. And if you was able to see your dream match, what would it be and who would it be?
Man, you know, I had to get this one a little thought, man. You know, it's so many great matches and matchups that didn't happen that we definitely would want to see. But you know, as of right now, if I had to pick one match that I want to see, you know what I'm saying, it'd have to be my boy The Undertaker versus good old Sting, my boy. Good old Sting. I want to see The Undertaker and Sting. I think the whole build up to the fight, I think the intros, I think everything will be spectacular. When you got Sting coming with the black and white coming from the Raptors, you know what I'm saying, with the baseball bat.
Yeah.
You know, got the Raven when it sound off, when his music hit, all that. Yeah. You got The Undertaker come out with the crazy gear.
The dome.
Dead man has broken. You know what I'm saying? Both of them in black. You know what I'm saying? So it will be a great match to see. And I got Taker winning the match. After he has the tombstone kicked out of 2 times, and he ultimately, you know what I'm saying, has to hit the Hellgate submission to put Sting on the mat. Where Sting doesn't tap out, he passes out. That's how I think that we end, bro. So what would your dream match be?
My dream match would be good old Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bill Goldberg, bro.
Okay.
Same thing, like you said, you know, the intro, the Baldhead Brothers, man. I never seen nobody really dominate either one of these competitors. So it's gonna be an interesting match because Stone Cold, only time Stone Cold, like if you want to say got dominated, is when he passed out from losing all that blood to Bret Hitman Hart. So then same thing with like Goldberg. Only way we see him lose is like when he was, you know, jumped by NWO or Evolution, you know, but them boys never really been dominated like that. So to see them go against each other, you know, I definitely think Stone Cold would win. It's because I just think the style, I think Stone Cold would, you know, be on top of over Bill Goldberg pause, but you know, I think he just will, you know, find ways to win because we know Goldberg gonna try to use his power, but Stone Cold just gonna whoop your ass. He gonna brawl. He gonna
whoop your ass.
throw them combos. He gonna stomp your ass to death. He just gonna tire you out. And that's what it is. I look at Stone Cold. I look at Stone Cold as, you know, the Patrick Mahomes, and Goldberg is definitely like the Josh Allen. So it's like, you give me the ball with the last 2 minutes, I'm gonna make it happen. So at the end of the match, Stone Cold gonna find a way, you know, to pull us out by stopping a mud hole in Bill Goldberg's ass, bro. So, my winner is Stone Cold, bro. Yeah, definitely.
I think, man, listen, I think if Stone Cold can take that boy past like 2-3 minutes in the fight,
yeah,
because Goldberg like to get his out the way early.
Yeah.
So if he can take him down in that deep water, I think he'll be able to drown him, bro.
I definitely can.
Get that dub. But that would be a hell of a match to see, for
definitely.
sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Another thing in WWE, man, I seen this on, you know, Instagram. Damn BET, man. Let me tell you what BET said, man.
Tyler Perry got going over there, man.
BET said the number one black wrestler is good old Booker T. How you feel about Booker T being ranked as the number one?
They got Booker
black wrestler. Booker T is number one.
Listen,
let me. I'm gonna give you their top five. They put out a 15, but I'm gonna just give you top five, bro. Okay. Their top five. These boys said. Let me tell you exactly what they said. So they top five, and I can't believe this is even debatable, right? So number one, Booker T. Number two, The Rock. Number three, Kofi Kingston. Number four, Mark Henry. And number five, Sasha Banks. So they did a top 15. Notable mention: Junkyard Dog, Farouk, Bianca Belair, Devon Dudley, Big E, Jacqueline, Naomi, Shelton Benjamin, and Jazz. Right. How do you feel that they said Booker T five time, bro, is number one?
Listen, man, look about the Thor Dotted wrestler in goddamn history. That's probably why they put his ass number one. Not the black motherfucker there with the dread.
Black motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Booker always gave you, I got that pistol in the trunk vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother was a wrestler, but he definitely felt like at some point somebody gonna piss Booker off.
You know,
that goddamn trunk. You feel me? And we seen Booker get out there on Hulk Hogan now. You know what I'm saying? I know that clip out there somewhere with Buddy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hogan, I'm coming for you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely dropped that. He definitely did. WCW.
Booker been out your head first. So I get why they put him number one. Unfortunately, bro, when it comes to actual wrestling, Booker, you ain't number one, dog.
You definitely
number one, bro.
You definitely number one. You in the top five, but you ain't number one.
I got to disagree with the list, bro. Because you gangster.
You gangster, dog. I give that.
We even see you recently dancing the Sexy Red and shit. Other wrestling.
I think it was turned up.
You definitely thought that dreads, all that. We feel that, bro. But you ain't number one, bro.
Hey, man. I'm gonna just put it like this. Your ass ain't number one for bitch ain't really name drop you in the song, but you heard the baby. I'm whooping niggas like The Rock, man. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, bro. Listen, you got to go. We got to rock with Dwayne, man. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, bro. Even though Buddy had breed, shit, Buddy head first.
He head first, bro. It was a nigga though, full blooded nigga.
The thing about it is, if you want to put it in perspective though, for real, you know what he's accomplished and how he was able to transition from wrestling to movies. You know what I'm saying? And acting and being a pillar in the community and all kind of things that Dwayne Johnson and The Rock has done. Yeah. And then to bring it full circle and to be able to come back to the wrestling world and be one of the executives and one of the top dogs and creative, you got to respect it and you got to narrow it down and put him at the one spot, bro.
Yeah,
for the black, for black wrestlers in general. But you know what I'm saying? We commend all of our black wrestlers out there. You know, we glad. And like I said again, I think we said in the last part about the women's black athletes.
Yeah.
Just the black athlete in general always gives us a new platform to look at, whether it be wrestling, whether it be whatever. So
yeah, definitely.
We admire all y'all, man. But Booker, it ain't you.
This ain't number one, boy.
Yeah,
man. Shout out to BET, man, for recognizing wrestling, man, too, because a lot of people ain't really taking the sport serious, but we see everybody popping out, man, and talking about they wrestling memories. So shout out to BET, man.
Definitely.
So,
sure,
man.
So, man, listen, we can get right into, you know what I'm saying? One of the best segments in Florida history coming your way. Power Play Podcast, the press play segment, brother. You know what I'm saying? This segment is for artist and or song that is popping, that is hot. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give it to y'all weekly. And, you know, this one right here, man, we put a lot of thought into this one, man, but we chose both artists and song, but we chose the song Run that this particular artist has been on because it has been hot, bro. Yeah. And speaking of hot, we going to name him. Mr. Cut the Fan on one hot boy, man. One hot boy from Orlando, Florida. That boy been on fire. That boy been on fire, bro.
Since
the music been
popping.
Definitely, bro. I'm gonna read the last 4 songs, bro. First Day Out, you know what I'm saying? No Feelings, Z What I See, and Cornball. Go listen to them. If you haven't heard them, man, check Buddy social media. Check Buddy YouTube. Vibe with that. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed, bro. Yeah. You've been on fire. So you are our press play artist, man. How you feel about that?
Man, shit. Cornball is in my damn everyday playlist. I listen to Cornball every day since he dropped that motherfucker First Day Out, man. I play with Mario, but definitely I can tell you I listen to First Day Out and Cornball every fucking day, bro. So
yes, most definitely.
He definitely on fire right now. He hot. He definitely missed to cut the fan on a bit. So and also we're gonna mention, you know, we definitely gotta mention Zombieland. Mr. Zombieland over there, man.
One Zombie, man. Mr. Shimmy,
Low Shimmy.
If we do it like that, we'll do a 1A, 1B.
Definitely.
Let's play today.
Definitely.
We're gonna give Hot Boy and we're gonna give Lil Shimmy because Shimmy been on a run, man.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? He been on a run.
He just recently got on tour, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's been touring. He's been linking with a lot of different various artists. So definitely got to show love to bruh too, man. The boys been stepping.
Yeah, definitely.
Florida. You know what I'm saying? They putting us on the map out there, man. So with that being said, how do you feel about the rap scene in Florida in general? You know what I'm saying? As a whole, what do you feel we're doing right? What do you feel we need to do more of? You know what I'm saying? Talk to us about your stance on the Florida music scene.
Just roll out talent, man. Florida #1, man. I don't feel like nobody fucking with us. I think from day to we #1, man. Definitely we got the talent, we got the music, we got the flows. My only thing is just some supporting. We really don't support each other like, you know, Georgia support their artists and Chicago support their artists, but I would like to see, you know, Miami support Miami and Fort Myers. Everybody support each other. I think too many people get caught up in, you know, the drill and the beef, and it's not wrong with saying, man, that nigga got some shit. That nigga over there, you know, compared to everybody else in Florida. I big up our Florida people because we got, you know, we got Boss Man D-Lo, we got Lil Shimmy, we got Hot Boy, we got Jack Boy, we got Yak, we got Rod Wave, we got C Stunner. We got we got Lil Tyler, we got Wiz the Wizard, we bro, you name it. We got so many artists out there that need to be, you know, not a week is J1 and it's I really don't think nobody can touch us when it comes to the flows and the styles. We got so many flows, so many styles, and everybody in Florida is definitely, they got it. So I say if we support more than, you know, being standoffish and worrying about the clicks, we definitely could take over the music game. Because I don't think nobody, that's for Chicago, that's for New York, that's for Houston, that's for anybody. LA, I don't think nobody really fucking with us. I think between us, is the hottest right now is probably between us, Chicago, and Georgia. But as far as everybody else, I don't think nobody really fucking with Florida when it comes to the music game.
Right. And we got a lot of different, you know what I'm saying, areas that's biting the swag too. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, I mean, we creating a pocket of music right now that's just pressure all the way around, man. We just got to be able to understand how the game work, understand how marketing work, understand that nobody need to gatekeep. We all can get this paper. Everybody get together, figure out a way, figure out a formula, and let's step on niggas' necks, because that's what they did up there in Atlanta. That's what they did in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? They may have situations with each other inside the city, but once they leave and once they go outside the state, you gonna rep where you from. You gonna bring niggas on. You gonna put niggas on. Y'all gonna put each other on the play. And I just think that that's what we lack in Florida. But overall, man, like I said, I agree with you with everything you said, bro. We pressure. The music is pressure. We fire. You know what I'm saying? We setting trends. All the artists, man, all the artists in Florida, they doing their thing. And we looking forward to press and play on a lot of y'all boys.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? In the up and coming weeks. So y'all boys keep stepping how you stepping. We here.
Keep stepping.
We vibing with it all, man. But Hot Boy, you up this week, my brother.
Definitely Hot Boy.
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and do a little power play parlays with one drop top lock, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
talk to him, bro.
Man, let's get this money, y'all, man. So my three picks for the parlays, man. I'm going with Brook Lopez for PRA over 18.5, man. It should be, easy for him to get this, when everybody focusing on Giannis and Shea. I think the matchup should be good. They don't really guard big men that well when it comes to OKC. So I definitely think Brook Lopez should get it. And also, in the last 4 out of 5 times he played OKC, he went over this line.
Right.
So he is 90%. My second pick for the parlays, Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Out of PRA or fantasy, they got him for 37.5 PRA. I like him over. He hit this line 100%. He played them 5 times and he hit this line 100% as far as his fantasy as well. Over 44 fantasy points. He hit that 100% of the time. So Anthony Edwards also is on the parlay.
Sure, for sure.
And my last pick for the parlay is the Toronto Raptors big man, Jacob. They got him for points and rebounds for 19.5. He has hit this line. He only played, I'm going to tell you exactly who he's playing. He's playing the Trailblazers. He played the Trailblazers 3 times in his career, and he's 100% over 19.5 points and rebounds. Those are my 3 parlays for today. Tap in with your boy. Let's see if we hit. We'll be doing the live review tomorrow from IG, and we definitely gonna see if we hit.
Most def, man. Most def, dog. And listen, I want to ask you too. So if I'm just jumping out here, and I am, so I'm asking for me too. If I'm just jumping out here and decide, okay, I want to start up betting, you know what I'm saying? Get the people, give us who don't know what we doing a little strategy. How should we approach, you know what I'm saying, navigating the apps and picking, because a lot of times, you hear the big name, you know what I'm saying? Oh, LeBron, I'm going to pick LeBron tonight, you know what I'm saying? But it might not necessarily be the move. So how do you strategize your picks without giving too much, you know what I'm saying, to the people? How do you strategize, you know what I'm saying, to become efficient in betting?
I would say, definitely for me, any win is a good win. Even if you win $5, $10, because the object is to win. And I bet the smaller bets, and I do little things. We'll get into that later on. But for us, me, I like to go off for the smaller names and people in the matchups as well. Matchups is a very key part of it. You can't just pick big names. You can't say, oh man, I'm gonna pick LeBron because LeBron is LeBron and I'm gonna pick him against OKC. But you gotta look at it. OKC is the number 1 defense in the league, so everybody really ain't getting the averages when they play OKC. So I know OKC keys on big names and they keys on certain positions. So I would go through what their ranking far as different positions. I look at those type of things, like if they're number 1 against PGs, number 5 against shooting guards, number 3 against small forwards, number 15 against power forwards, but number 26 against big men, I'm going with whoever the big man is because they rank lowest against big men, and the big man more prone to going over the stat line. Also look at things like that. How players play against top 5, 10, 15 defense, and how they play against the bottom 5, 10, 15 defense. How they play against small forwards, how they play against PGs, what is the point average against PGs in certain teams against certain teams. So I look at all these different things, and I try to go with the highest hit rate. So when I'm talking about 90%, 100%, 80%, I like to go with those type of hit rates. Because I'm not trying to gamble my money off of 50-50, off of 30%. No, I'm going with the highest hit rate. Like I said, Anthony Edwards played the team that he's playing today. The last 5 games he played them is 100% over the PRA and 100% over the fantasy. So I like things like that. And sometimes they might not hit it, and they destined to have a hiccup here and there. But the reason why they might not hit it, person like Anthony Edwards, he's going to go out there and shoot 20, 25 shots. So if he ain't hit his marker, that's because he just had an off game, but he should hit it because he takes those shots and he do the things he need to do to get those fantasy points. So the people got to understand with betting that you ain't going to win them all, but you can win every week. Like,
some consistency.
Yeah, you can get some consistent wins. I'm a type of person, I win at least 3 to 4 times a week. And like I said, a win is a win. So if you win at $20, $40, $50, you got to think about it. You could take them winnings that you're getting, and you don't have to come out of your bank account. You don't have to come out of your pocket. You can bet those back.
Playing with house money.
And yeah, you bet with house money. So, and then, like I said, a win is a win. You could take those money and bet it back. But when you do get your, nice profitable win, like the 250s, the 150, 300s, the 500s, shit, even $1,500, 2 racks or whatever, what I do is I put majority of it up to the side, and I only bet with $50. I never go over $50. So anytime I win or whatever the case may be, I always keep my max for the week $50 because I'm custom to winning every week. So I'm going to bet that week $50 or whatever, and I never have to come out of my pocket or my bank account. So a win is a win. Pay attention to the stats. You can't just go for big names. You bet with the money. Whoever got the highest hit rate, whoever has, the best stats against certain teams, that's who you go with. Like, for instance, I would rather take let me think of a name. Say, for instance, just for shits and giggles, I would take a Bronny James over a LeBron James if I know Bronny James is 100% going against, say, Portland for 7.5 PRA, but LeBron is, because he's LeBron, and no matter what, he plays Portland, and he got to get a 37.5 PRA. I'm going with Bronny James because he's a smaller, stat line. He hit it 100% of the time, where LeBron probably hit it 68% of the time, 73% of the time. I want the highest hit rate because we know certain teams, people play great when they play certain teams. Like, for instance, think about NFL. I can tell you right now, I take Josh Allen against the Dolphins every trip because every time he plays us, he throw for 4+ touchdowns, 300 some yards, and he run at least 2 touchdowns. So instantly, I'm taking touchdown, I'm taking fantasy, I'm taking all his stat lines because certain teams, when he plays certain teams, he just have big boy games. And these be 100% hit rate. So you got to pay attention to the hit rate. And for you to check these things out, you can download an app called Outliner. And it charge you monthly, yearly, however you want to do it. But I use Outliner, and I definitely use StatMuse. That's a free app that to check all the stats. Like, you can go see from when they played them, the start of their career to now. Like, if you want to see the stat rates from, say, LeBron playing against Houston, you can see from his first game ever against Houston to his last game to Houston. And you can see, all right, his last 5 to 10, 15 games, he done had 27 points. So they got LeBron at 24 points tonight. I'm taking that because his last 15 games, he done hit 24 points over Houston. So those are the different things you want to look at. So, and it's not the necessary, I'm telling you not to take big names. You could take big names because big names do have great games against certain teams. So all those matter, but you also don't want to, shy away from the little names as well. So pay attention to the stats, pay attention to, the teams that they playing, how much the points per position, whoever you try to pick, what is the points they giving up to that position and things like that. So that's, I really, focus on the stats and what the team are giving up towards certain players compared to just picking people for their names and, I like Jason Tatum, so I'm gonna just pick Jason Tatum because I know he's gonna ball. But it's not really like that because we know we accustomed to seeing Jason Tatum ball, but Jason Tatum is wishy-washy against like the Miami Heat. He's wishy-washy against like the New York Knicks. But when he's playing Philly and he playing the Pacers and teams like that, he have great games. So you have to look at how they play against these teams and what do those teams give up compared to their position.
Right. Yeah. That's an amazing take on that, boy. I definitely took something from that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, y'all utilize some of that information, man, and try to get some of them bets won, man. Don't forget about your boys when you hit big, though.
Definitely.
All right, man. Listen, so now with the Power Play segment, man, you know what I'm saying? This is the segment where we shout out somebody that's making a power play or power plays. You know what I'm saying? It could be local, it could be worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that we noticed this past week that has been doing their thing. So, brother, who we taking for power play this week, man? Who making moves?
Man, power play, who making moves? Mr. Chef Curry, bro. Steph Curry is making powerful moves, man. He's playing championship basketball right now. We see he's in the top 10 for MVP conversation. Yeah. His team is currently 14-1 since acquiring Jimmy Butler in the trade. He's been, 30 points a game. He just hit over 4,000 threes in his career. Man. He's the best shooter ever. So, but while playing championship basketball, maintaining playing basketball, he's also, producing a movie with Marshawn Lynch, a documentary about a popular Bay artist in the Bay Area, and he also went back to his alumni in college to be assistant general manager. Man, so shouts out to Steph Curry, man. That's very powerful move, man. Doing all these things and also maintaining, pushing for the playoff run for an NBA championship caliber team and averaging over 27 points. Man, shout out to Steph Curry, man. That's a big, powerful move.
Definitely making power plays, Steph Curry, man. We commend you over here at PowerPlayPodcast, bro. To be able to play championship basketball and general manager college team and shoot a movie. I mean, brother, it must be 3-4 of you.
Yeah, it gotta be.
You doing your thing. So, man, listen, we commend that over here at PowerPlayPodcast,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then also, man, now we want to get into, this is the part of the pod where we like to motivate.
Definitely.
We like to empower. So we, power play empowering, so to speak. And we wanted to get into mental health, man, and just being aware of you're not alone. Whatever you're going through, I know it's a lot of things in the world right now that's negative. The perception of the world right now is negative, whether it be your beliefs in politics or religion, whatever the case may be. Things have been taking a negative turn, but you got to stay positive and focused on the fact that you are special. You know what I'm saying? You are wanted. You are loved. You know what I mean? So continue to strive. I know bills can get neck deep. You know what I'm saying? I know friends can be lost. You know what I'm saying? I know family members can go through hard times. I know, a lot of different things, a lot of different variables can keep you down, but don't stay down. You know what I'm saying? Rise up, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Keep moving. You are worthy. You know what I'm saying? And you are loved. And here at Power Play, we want to just give you that message. Whoever you are out there, you know what I'm saying? Keep going. Keep going.
I'm going to just piggyback off that, man. And like you said, things can get tough. Things can get rocky. But I want y'all to remember this. Bills going to come and go. Material things going to come and go. you can always get those things back. You can always get a car. You can always get a house. You can always get a new phone, new kicks, new clothes, all that. But relationships, family and friends, that don't come and go. Like, we only get that one person. We only get that, you know, one mama, one father, one cousin, one auntie, one best friend, whoever. So never take things for granted, you know. And we all, I'm accustomed to it. I get caught up in so many things where I don't call family and friends like I should. And we hear from each other, you know, months and weeks at a time. And I know we get busy, but, you know, we can text. We can write on social media. I'm pretty sure everybody look at their phone on social media or always on their phone, you know, to do certain things. But it's always a formal way to communicate. So it's nothing wrong with just texting you, hey, just checking up on you. Hey, I love you. Hey, mama, I love you. We ain't talk all week. I just want to say I love you. You ain't gotta necessarily have a conversation. If you ain't got nothing to talk about, hey, I was just texting you to let you know, man, you ran across my mind. I miss you. I love you. So don't take these things for granted. Like I said, we can always get a house, a car, you know, new kicks, you know, another job, you know, another bill. All those things gonna come and go, and we can always get those things back. But we can't get that loved one back. We can't get that friend back. So if things getting rocky, you know, fix those relationships. You know, we only got one life to live. Let's live it to the fullest. Let's not be caught up on the trauma. Let's not be caught up on the past, you know. So definitely fix those relationships, take care of those relationships, and love each other, man. Uplift each other, support each other. It don't take nut. And a thing, I'm glad we speaking about this because, man, me and bro just hopped out here, and the amount of love and feedback and everybody, you know, reaching out to us is definitely, it's been a humble experience. It's definitely been a great experience. And we are very thankful for it because we you know, we weren't even, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even think my podcast was gonna go over 60 views in 1 week. I'm downplaying. I'm like, you know, probably 30. You know, our close ones gonna watch it. You know, probably 7, 10 subscribe. But bro, in less than 6 days, y'all got us to over 400 views and over 100 subscribe. So we see by us, you know, reaching out to our family and friends and social media and our close loved ones. Y'all really truly appreciate our conversation. Y'all appreciate our relationship, and we appreciate that as well. So man, it's not wrong with, you know, letting people know you need help. You want to just conversate and just self-care, man. Mental health is very big. I work in that field, and I'm telling you, you have to take care of yourself and your loved ones. It starts with yourself first, because you can't be giving to everyone if you're not right. You got to make sure you take care of yourself first before you can help others. So also take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones, man. And that's for me, one drop top lot, man.
Most def, man. So if you're out there, please, you're not alone. Don't stay quiet. If you're feeling the way, you know what I'm saying? If you're feeling like there is no way, please speak out. You know, there is a relative that'll listen. If they're not a relative that'll listen, come listen to PowerPlay Podcast. We support you. You're important. You know what I'm saying? Mend those relationships, man. If you're waiting on somebody to apologize to you, or you need to apologize to somebody, be that person. Step on that, because you know what I'm saying? Words can't be spoken when one's gone. So remember that. You know what I'm saying?
It takes a conversation.
Remember that. All it takes is a conversation to mean anything. So, man, listen. And also just stay prayed up out there, for sure.
Definitely keep God first.
With that being said, it's episode 2 of the PowerPlay Podcast, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. And listen, man, we want y'all, again, like, subscribe, share. And if you're feeling froggy,
ring that motherfucking bell, boy.
Also ring that bell. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
It's your boy, Mighty Boy the GOAT. I'm with my boy, Drop Top J-Lock, and we out of here.
We out of here. Love.
My nigga 2 for the GOAT, these other niggas basic.